In regard to those setbacks, really what we're doing is saying that all dwelling units maintain a minimum distance of 15-foot separation between any other buildings and clubhouse, and that all dwelling units be set back a minimum of 28 feet from the back of the curb where there are sidewalks, and 25 feet from the back of the curb where there are no sidewalks. So when you look at that, here's a diagram associated with sidewalks. So we have a 22-foot cartway, we have the planting strip and the sidewalk associated with the planting. And what we're looking at is a 22-foot distance back from the sidewalk along through here, or a total of 28 feet from the back of the curb. We also have a 15-foot minimum building station that takes place. So really what we have in this particular case is a 14-foot front yard setback or 11-foot modification. Now when we're when we have without sidewalks, we're a minimum of 25 feet from the back of the curb to where the garage would take place. Once again, providing 25 feet of area through here. The whole idea is, once again, try to minimize the amount of not only cuts and fills, but also the homeowners association's costs in regard to snow removal of all these driveways and sidewalks. Now, when we look at the detail when we were at the planning commission, we showed various vehicles associated with them. We have a Suburban along through here. We have a Ford. So, as you know, a Suburban, relatively long vehicle, we have plenty of room that's not crossing over the sidewalk. We have this Suburban through here. We had actually a planning commission member that had a Ford F-350. We used his vehicle along through here with its size of about 20, a little less than 20 feet, and how that still fits within the driveway with the sidewalk. When we do have without the sidewalk scenario, once again, these types of vehicles fit without overhanging into the road, as well as really pulling in and still being able to get materials out of the back of their vehicles. So once again, you have the streetscape with all the different model types and, I'll say, the variations associated with the building elevations that take place. In regard to the last modifications, we have this section 102B in regard to perimeter buffer easements. The requirement is to buffer easements shall be maintained in its natural state unless approved by supervisors. We only have a few areas where we are just doing some grading within that 50-foot area. When we do grade into that and buffer yards are required, we're providing the required buffer yard plantings associated with that. But no buildings are at all within that buffer 50-foot zone. Modification number 4 is in regard to the cartway widths for the local streets. The requirement is a 22-foot cartway. Under the entrance area, we have a boulevard road. And so what we're doing is having 2 16-foot roads. So it's a modification in regard to its walk width as just this access area through here. And then lastly, we have a street alignment of a minimum tangent between reverse curves. Tangents between reverse curves shall be a minimum of 100 feet. We have 4 locations where we have that less than 100 feet. The smallest is running around 80 feet and they occur within the phase 2 and phase 3 area. So really, as we kind of wrap up our presentation, we're here tonight to present the tentative PRD plan for 346 units in regard to the Traditions of America site that you received here. Glad to answer any questions that the board might have at this time.
I do have a couple. The zero lot line thing's kind of, let's say, odd. It's hard to kind of wrap my mind around. So what do you do? Say, do they come with patios and decks?
Oh, yes. Once again, what happens is we lay these units out.
Okay.
And what happens is potential customer or owner wants to build, I'll say, like these looking stream right there. So we know that there's a minimum of 15-foot building spacing, and they select that area and their home. We can never get more than that number of homes on that portion of that road than what's shown. But you might end up having more open space.
That's not.
That's
not what I'm asking. So you build your home. Does your home come with a patio or deck?
Yep.
Dan Graham's attorney for Traditions of America. Let me help with that. It seems more of a legal question. And the answer is the footprint is as you saw it. And the patio would not be owned by the homeowner, but it would be in what they call limited common elements, borrowing a term from the Condominium Act. And this is all possible because of the 1999 adoption of the Planned Communities Act. in Pennsylvania. So it's 20 years old, but this is all catching up to what you're allowed to do. So yes, you are allowed a patio, but you have to go to the homeowners association or the developer at the beginning to get an approval to put a patio. Patio will actually be in the limited common elements of the association, but once it's approved, then you would have the right to occupy that patio. But it would not be technically owned, it would be part of the common space, but it would be attached to, and you would have limited common rights in that.
So.
The screen shows, I'm sorry, they do show locations of patios along through here.
Yeah,
Or a covered deck. So they are.
You asked for the 0-foot setback from the front. I don't know how I have to think about that, but why not just ask for 15 feet or like a reduction to 15 feet instead of?
If I could help on
Because if
that
we
too,
do
because
that-
that's a legitimate legal question. But the reason is because the lot line actually is the front face of the house. So the home is 0 feet from the lot line, because the technical lot line is the front face of the house. However, that's why our modification comes with the acknowledgement that there would be a condition imposed that the front face of the house couldn't be more than 28 or 25 feet from the street to accommodate exactly what you're asking
So
for.
you're not saying that it would be 25, that you're going to move it closer to 25 feet. You're just saying, you're basically playing with semantics because you're going to keep the house
Because it's a
20.
unique product,
Yeah,
that's
you're going to
correct.
keep the house 25 feet from the road. You're just asked because the lot line is actually from outside of it.
Yes.
And just out of curiosity, what would be the cost, like range of those of a home?
Do you have a market bid?
I was just curious. That's more curiosity than anything. Okay. And then timing of opening. So how long do you estimate if we say this gets approved before this opens? Because I mean, relocating Hahn Road seems a little bit of work.
Well, I think once we receive tentative plan approval, we really would start to move into final plans associated within the site to be able to get phase one in. Again, we still need to come back in regard to the planning commission supervisor, phase one. But the goal would be in construction in 2019. towards the end.
So you have another question, Cindy? To follow up, she mentioned and you embellished or said that 25 to 28 feet, but I heard in your presentation 22 feet for from the curb.
Correct. No, there was a section, and we'll talk first about back of curb. With the sidewalk, we're 28 feet from the back of the curb to the garage. Okay. Under that scenario, it's 22 feet from the back of the sidewalk to the garage. So that's where that 22-foot number came in. Where we have no sidewalks, it would be 25 feet from the back of the curb to the garage at its closest.
Okay, and when just that one photo where the vehicle, Suburban, was parked in the driveway, what did that allow for? 1 foot or 2 feet in front of the vehicle? So you had to get out of the vehicle and slip by that 1 or 2 feet?
Oh, no, it's the driveway widths are the typical what you see here today.
And the length?
Well,
So where that Suburban was, how much, guesstimate, how much room was there in front of that Suburban that was parked there? Is it a foot or
basically what
two?
we see is about 2.5 feet from the garage and about 3 feet plus associated with the
Sidewalk.
sidewalk area. So once again, we're making sure that the back of those vehicles aren't going over the sidewalk area
Right.
or going over the back of the curb.
Any other supervisors' questions from the board?
I don't think that's long enough. All these trucks or crew cabs and everything, they're gonna be sticking out the sidewalk.
Well, that's why we use that F-350 Super Cab, which is 19 feet, 11 inches. So it's one of your largest vehicles to really kind of be bringing home from a residential standpoint. We use that as a standpoint, not only with the planning commission, but why we're establishing that here.
But to his point, if it's roughly 20 foot to round it off to 19, 11, 20 foot, that's only 1 foot to the garage door itself and 1 foot to the sidewalk. Somebody's going to have to pull up and almost bump their garage door, and then they can't walk around the vehicle.
Well, once again, you do have that. I'll go back to that slide. So if we have that scenario, A, the back of the vehicle is not encroaching into the sidewalk. We have a couple feet of distance associated with the front of the garage door. See, that's probably your biggest vehicle you will have. But you also, let's say if you're unloading something out of the back, groceries, you still have the sidewalk that you can walk on. You're not having the vehicle encroaching over the sidewalk.
I don't think that's enough.
Can I address, my name is David Bettis, and I'm with.
So look, these three guys never got sworn in.
Yeah.
No, they weren't, they were on back.
I did not get sworn in, so,
Please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this cause to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do, David Peterson, BIDBISN. What's not depicted on this plan that's important to note is each one of these homes have two-car garage. So this is overflow parking as well. So there are two garage bays where people can pull into, and then as well as these two additional spots. So it's 4 parking spaces per home, and those garages are to be used for parking. So this picture doesn't quite depict the full scope of the parking, so I just wanted to clarify that.
Would that Ford F-350 fit in the garage? I mean, you don't have it on your drawing there, but how
Yes.
deep are those garages?
24 feet.
24?
So there are no other designated parking areas in the plan?
Correct.
Okay.
All right.
4 parking spaces per unit from the back.
Were there not some by the clubhouse though?
Oh, yes, there's parking spaces at the clubhouse.
That's what I wanted to ask you, how many spaces are you figuring on?
Don't have that number right offhand, but I believe it's between 40 and 50 spaces through that section. If not, probably closer to the 50 number.
Because I see over in a housing development over here on Bishop East Road, there's swimming pool, the parking, there's not enough, and they also on parking on the streets.
Yeah, and once again, we'll be looking at the final size of the clubhouse and determining really the final parking counts associated with that. So I think we have 2.8 acres of area where we have room to expand the parking if needed.
Okay, who pays the taxes on all the rest of the land?
The answer to that is, under the Planned Communities Act and the assessment law, the tax on all that land is incorporated into the assessment on the home. Because if you buy the home, you have the right to use that common space. The assessment includes the value of your home plus the right to use that common space. So it all gets incorporated into that. And again, that's per the Planned Community Act, so it's a statewide statute that requires. The open space, there was a diversity of ways that was handled in times past, but that's now clarified by state law that because if you buy the home, you're not just buying the home, you're buying the community, and you're buying the right to use the clubhouse, you're buying the right to use the open space. So that value is built into the purchase price of your home. So when you capture the price of all of the homes, you've captured the assessment for everything in that community.
You have these park settings, what do you plan on putting on it? I mean, is there going to be anything for children, or is this based more to seniors?
It's more private open space parks associated with the plan. So once again, we don't have the detail of what's happening in each park right now.
But this is an age-restricted community.
That's what I'm
Children
trying to ask.
cannot live in this community. They can visit grandma or grandpa, but they can't live in this community. This is an over 55 community, so there will not be children. This is an adult-oriented community, which significantly reduces traffic. The taxes will still go to the school district, but there will be no burden on the school district as a result, because children can't live here under federal law because of the way it's structured.